This conference will now be recorded.
One second. Yeah. So fine. So let me share my desktop. Yeah, I think you all could able to see my desktop, right? Praveen and Ajay.
Yeah, it's loading.
Yes, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fine. So yes, now let's get started. Yeah. So remember, so before we get into understanding Informatica Intelligent Cloud Services, let's understand where exactly this particular IICS DI means data integration comes in, plus CAI, which is cloud application integration comes in, right? First, let us see where they are as part of information management life cycle. After that, we will pitch into the details of data integration and cloud application integration. Fine. Yeah. So just to get a broad picture, guys, we are trying to talk about this. Yeah. So we got multiple layers like access layer, then we have a discover layer, then we have a cleanse layer, then MDM layer, then we have a data integration layer, right? Or we can, yeah, then followed by deliver to a final target which we call enterprise data warehouse. Yeah. So these are the multiple layers that we have within this particular information management life cycle, and these layers are common for all the IM products that we have in the market. Like we have Informatica Information Management, IBM InfoSphere Information Management, Ab initio, Talent, Pento, and so on, right? So we have got multiple IM products in the market. All of them would follow the similar life cycle. Yeah. So let's understand what do they do. Access layer will be used in order to read the data from one or more source systems. I repeat, access layer will be used to read the data from n number of source systems, like data from a flat file or a table or an application or mainframe system or artificial intelligence system or machine learning data, or it could be any data. Yeah. So access layer would take the responsibility of reading any kind of data. Yeah. It could be even structured, it could be even unstructured also, like data from PDF documents or Word documents or data from social media sites like Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever, Twitter, whatever, right? So all of them would be taken care by using what? Access layer. Yeah? So or we can also say that it's going to be the reader layer. That's it. Clear, right? So whenever you get any kind of question, right, please stop me and ask question so that we can try to resolve then and there itself. Okay, Praveen and
Sure,
Ajay.
sure. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Now, yeah. So once you could able to read the data from the source system, the next step is what? We need to carry out analysis. Yeah. So which means as part of this particular analysis, one can identify the issues. Yeah. So issues could be based on what you call it could have null issues, or it could have duplicacy issues, or it can have duplicacy issues, or it can have metadata issues, yes, or it can have meta pattern issues, whatever. So any kind of issue would be identified by applying appropriate analysis technique, which would take place as part of what? Discover layer. Remember that. Yeah. So now let's say we identified the issues. Now the next question is what? We need to start fixing those issues. So to get it fixed, for example, we identified nulls as part of discover layer. So we can fix it by using what? Cleanse layer. Like we have many data cleansing functions which are going to help us in order to clean the data, or in order to fix the data, fix the issues that have been identified as part of discover layer. Clear, no? Now let us say we also need to fix the issues with respect to what? Match and merge. I repeat, let's say we also need to fix the issues related to match and merge, because here also we can take care of it, identifying matching records, get them converted to a good record. We can do it, but it does not have deeper capabilities. One, to identify the matching records, and second, get it converted to a single record by using what? Merge. So MDM has got very exhaustive capabilities which are going to help us in order to convert a number of matching records to a single record, which we call master data or golden record. Just remember that. There is a lot of depth in the separate training altogether, MDM, cleanse,
So
whatever.
yeah, Narasimha actually. So within this IISS we have MDM as well, right?
Yes, we have it.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yes, we have. Yeah. So, which
Okay.
means whatever we are discussing here, all of them can be taken care within this IICS. Actually, we use a term IDMC. I'll come to that. Yeah. So, which is beyond IICS, Praveen. Yeah. Fine.
Okay.
Now, the
Yeah.
end result of this particular MDM will be master data. Clear, no? Ajay, you want to ask something? Okay.
No, no,
Fine.
not.
So, once you are done with that, okay, Ajay, yeah. Once you are done with that, then output of MDM, which is a master data, that will be taken as input to what? Data integration, where we can perform data integration activities like a lookup, join, union, aggregation, whatever. All of them will be done as part of data integration, or we can also call it as what? ETL operations. Clear, no? Extract, transform, and load. Primarily, we focus on T, transform. Then once it is done, we need to load the result of this particular ETL to a final target through deliver layer to what? Enterprise data warehouse. That's it. This is a simple way to understand like how from where data comes and to where data will be sent to and what all happens in between. That's it. Read the data, identify issues, fix it, and then perform integration and deliver data to a final target. That's a summary of what we discussed in this particular complete data flow process. Clear, guys? Yes or no?
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Now we need to understand where exactly IICS data integration comes in. Name itself implies this is where, in the sense, after discover, cleanse, MDM, data integration would come in, which means what? We need to make sure that we fix the issues and come up with a good data. That good data will be taken as input to what? Data integration. Remember that. Yeah. So probably you can ask question, why can't we use only data integration to take care of finding issues, fixing it, right? You can ask that question, right? Answer is no. We cannot do anything and everything by using what? Data integration. For example, I'll just give one simple business case which you guys can try to answer it. So let's say we got two banks. Yeah, bank one, bank two. Yeah, I repeat, let's say we have got two banks, bank one, bank two, where we have got name, address. Like let's say we have in first bank, we have supplied short name and full address, street number, street name, other address elements, right? So that's it. In bank 2, let's say we have got full name. Then you supply, let's say, partial or no address supplied in bank 2. Now let us say there is a merger or acquisition, yeah, or whatever. One bank bought over by other bank where you are holding an account, assuming that you have an account in both the banks, bank 1 and bank 2, after acquisition, right? Yes or no? After acquisition or after merger, what happens? There will be duplicate data associated to this particular customer. Yes or no? I repeat, there is going to be
Yes. Yes.
duplicate data belonging to the same customer. Yeah. So now,
Yes.
anyway, MDM has got matching capabilities to identify matching records. But anyway, the prerequisite here is what? Assuming that these two are related to one customer. Yeah. Now the question, we need to create a good data out of these two records. How do you do it in ETL tools? Yeah. That's a question, right? So in ETL, or we can say that ETL tools are going to work at record level. Yes or no? Yeah. Meaning what? We can
Yes.
retain a first row. Yes, please.
No, no,
Yes.
I'm just
We can
nothing.
retain either first row. Okay. So we can retain either first row or second row. If you try to retain the second row, what happens? Name is good, which has got more number of characters, but address is what? Not good. So we have not got good data over here. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, Ajit, you are there, right? Yeah, fine. So that's a problem here. Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah,
now
I'm
how
there.
do you fix it? Let's say if we go with the first row. Yeah. Let's say we are using what? We are retaining the first row. Yeah. In this case, what is the problem? Address is good, but name is a short name. That is not good. In both the cases, we are going to fail if you go with what? ETL tools. That is the biggest problem we have. So which means we are going to generate what? Wrong data as a result of ETL tools. So that's the biggest problem we have. So that's where, let's say if we use MDM instead of ETL tools over here, MDM tools are going to work at cell level or at column level. In the sense, if you take first name column, assuming that we are going to apply the rule, which is what? Longest. Longest means what? Whichever record has got more number of characters, that particular record will be survived. Yes or no? For example, if you take name column where ABCD is going to get survived, I repeat, if you take name column where A, B, C, D is going to get survived, and if you take address column where first row got survived. So which means it's a combination of data from multiple banks. Yes or no? In this case, two banks. So this is going to be the trustworthy data, or we can say good data or master data. Clear, right? So this way we could able to create accurate data by using what? MDM. Simple example I gave. Likewise, you can think of many more
Mhm.
examples where ETL has problems in it. Clear, no?
Yeah, clear.
So that's it. Now we know where exactly this IICS data integration comes in, right? After MDM, right? So
Mhm.
after MDM, before deliver. Yeah. So that's fine. Now the next question. So we need to start understanding. Can we take care of other layers in IICS? See, IICS has got many microservices. Yeah. Some are related to access, some are related to discover, some are related to cleanse, some are related to MDM, and we have got some more things: EDC, Enterprise Data Catalog, and also we have Axon, we got API Manager, we got API, we got multiple microservices. By taking the help from all the services, we can take care of the complete or all the layers that we have within this develop process. Clear, guys? I repeat, all the layers that we have within this data flow process will be taken care by using what? IICS. Clear, no? But
Yes.
as part of this training, we are going to focus on what? Primarily on data integration, and others, yes, we will try to cover during that point in time. Fine, guys? Praveen and Ajit?
Yes, man. For me.
Yeah,
Fine.
that's
Yeah, perfect. Now, let us try to understand what we call architecture of Informatica Cloud, or IICS, or we can also say IDMC to some extent. Fine. Let me open what this architecture IICS architecture. Let me open that. Yeah. So I think you all could able to see the diagram, right? Yes or no, guys? I think it's
Yes,
visible,
yes,
right?
yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
So now, if you look at this diagram, there are two broader layers that we have within this diagram. One, bottommost part is what? On-prem layer, and topmost part is what? Cloud layer. Yeah. On-prem means local layer, and cloud means what? Where it's a remote layer, you can say. Fine. It's as simple as that. Now, let us try to understand what do we do as part of on-prem. See, on-prem means local, right? Local can have files or database tables, yeah, or we can have application data. We can have anything, yeah. So which is accessible from our local system. That's what it means. Yeah. Cloud means we don't have control. Yeah. For example, if you take a data, right, cloud data like Amazon, Google Cloud, Salesforce Cloud, Microsoft Azure, right? They are all the examples of cloud storage medias are cloud data service providers, which means we can store the data, we can also read the data, and we can use what? Resources provided by the cloud service providers. Resources means like virtual machines, like CPUs or memory, this whatever, right? All that will be provided by, yeah. Now on the left side, we can see what? Informatica Cloud. Remember, the main major benefit that we get it from cloud is what? One, we don't need to install. Second, we don't need to configure. Third, we don't need to maintain. Yes or no? So who does that? Informatica. In the sense, on their environment, they would take the responsibility of installing Informatica, configuring Informatica, maintaining Informatica, like installing patches or packs or whatever, right? All the admin activities or most of the admin activities would be taken care by using what? Informatica in the cloud environment. Clear, guys? So which means in our local system, we don't need to do that. That's a major benefit. We get it if you go with what? Cloud environment. Clear, no? Praveen and Ajit?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, now we can see here bidirectional dotted line with arrow indicates what? Metadata. And there is one more line, solid line or solid bidirectional line with arrow, right? Like one pointing to cloud data, other pointing to local. Yeah. So that's it. These are multiple lines. We'll talk about what do they do. In between there is an agent. Remember, guys, we talked about local data. We talked about cloud data. Someone should be there to perform the data transfer to and from or from and to, which means can we transfer data from local to cloud? Answer is yes. And other way, can you transfer data from cloud to local? Answer is yes. If yes, how do you do it? By using what? Agent. Yeah. So which means in our local system, we need to install agent by ourselves. Once we are done with that, then we could able to start what we call transferring data between cloud and on-prem or on-prem and cloud. Clear, no? That's it. So that's where agent is going to play very key role. Clear, guys? Yes or no? Now, before we perform data transfer, right, we have to have metadata. So because without metadata, can you transfer data, guys? No, right? That is why this agent would talk to Informatica Cloud repository, which means Informatica Cloud maintains what? Repository, right? Where there is a metadata. So what agent does, it is going to pull metadata. Can you see line pointing to agent, right? You'll get a metadata. Metadata knows or metadata would contain from and to, from where we need to transfer to where it should be sent to. That will be done by using agent. But prerequisite to perform that is what? It should pull metadata from Informatica Cloud repository. Clear, no? So that's it. Then next step is what we also have what we call local. We can perform ETL activities because Informatica Cloud we can subscribe, open it in the local system in a browser, whatever, right? Once you open, right, we can just perform data integration activities. For example, you have built a mapping, or you just create a project, or you just create a folder. Where does it get stored if you save it? It will store where? Informatica Cloud repository. That is why we can see dotted line pointing to what? Cloud. Remember, which means if you just hit save, it will be saved in what? Informatica Cloud repository. Clear, no? Ajit and Praveen?
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah, yeah,
yes,
that's it.
yes.
So that's it. Like how one can perform any ETL activities in the local and store it in what? Informatica Cloud repository. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. So now, so which means we can perform data transfer from cloud to this, local to cloud, whatever. By who does this operation? Agent. That's it. This is a simple way to understand this Informatica Cloud architecture at high level. Yeah. Then how do you protect this agent? By using what? Firewall with a proxy or without proxy. Because this agent need to be protected from outsiders, right? Or agent will have restrictions to access, right? So such things will be taken care by using a firewall or firewall with a proxy or by using what? Third party authentication or authorization service providers. It could be anything. Ultimately, we protect it. It's as simple as that. Yeah. So that's it. Now, same diagram, we can convert this in other way. So that is the first one, right? Which we understood. Local layer, cloud layer, and how they talk to each other. Clear, no?
Narasimha,
Yes or no?
yeah.
Yes, please.
Before that picture, before in uh, yeah, this
Yeah.
one. For that Informatica Cloud or any other cloud services, is it? For both one, the agent is only will transfer the data, right?
Yes. Informatica cloud means basically they maintain metadata.
Better.
Which means
Okay.
if you say save it, no, agent will be saved. Agent is going to take the responsibility for saving it to Informatica cloud repository. These are metadata. But here, so let's if you want to transfer data from here to here, again agent will do that. You are right, Ajay.
Yeah.
Okay, good question. So now let us talk about next level of understanding the architecture. Can you see here? Left side on-prem layer, right side cloud layer. On-prem means you can have database or files or whatever. Now Informatica cloud where we have metadata, right? Can you see here? When you log in and if you try to transfer, if you want to transfer data from local to cloud, so first you should get metadata. See, first point, you should get metadata. Yeah. Then start transferring data from local to what? Cloud. That's it. That's why we can say 1, 2, and 3. Clear, no? Yes or no, guys? Yes or no? 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
This is a flow. Yeah. Same
Yes,
thing we
yes.
discussed last slide also. Yeah. That's it. And vice versa. From here also, from cloud to local also we can transfer like a Salesforce to local file or local database table, right? Now,
Mm.
apart from that, we can also see one more thing here, integration. Because using this particular architecture, we can start performing data integration activities or ETL activities. That is why we can use data integration as a service. Remember, or we can also say that SaaS we call, right? Software as a service, meaning software replaces with what? Integration. Integration as a service. That's it, guys. So that's why we call this IICS or ETL SaaS or data integration SaaS or ISCS SaaS or whatever. So these are the terms we use outside. Yes or no? So that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now let us talk about what we call next step. Yeah. Yeah. This is the another diagram where we can see protocols. Left side is what? Cloud. Right side is what? On-premise. Yes or no? Local database, local files, right? So where we have it as part of on-prem. Yeah. Now the question. So in between, we can see what? For metadata, it is using what? HTTPS protocol. Meaning what? Let us say you perform some things in local mapping. Once you create a mapping, if you save it, no? So it is going to save it on what? Informatica Cloud Repository using what? HTTPS protocol. That's one thing. Metadata, right? Create mapping, if you save it, no? Metadata will be saved. Similarly, if you configure something like modifying or configure global properties at admin level, right? Those things will be saved in Informatica Cloud Repository, which means admin activities, non-admin activities, all of them will be saved in Informatica Cloud Repository, which uses what? HTTPS protocol. Clear, no?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Now data part. How do you transfer data from local to cloud? Can you see here again? They are going to make use of what I call HTTPS protocol and SOAP protocol. I repeat, what? in order to transfer data from local to cloud or cloud to local, they would make use of either HTTPS protocol or SOAP protocol. That's it, guys. Like how protocols usage would come in over here. Yes or no? So that's it, guys, about this particular slide. So here we are trying to talk about the protocols part. So SOAP will be used based on external application follows what SOAP. The external application can be accessible with HTTPS, then we can go with HTTPS. That's why, depending upon how the external application works, accordingly, we will be using appropriate protocol. Clear, no? So that's it. Now, this is a big what do you call? This is a diagram which contains everything with respect to what? Informatica cloud architecture. Yes or no? Yeah. For example, let's say user will try to log on to this client by using some authentication. That's what we call identity. Identity means what? A third party like a LDAP or some other SAML or some other open source authentication, whatever, right? That's where we use what? Identity. Using that, we could able to log on to the web client. Yeah. Once we are done with that, then we can start making use of IICS services. That's where we can see intelligent cloud services. Yes or no, guys?
Yeah.
So like we have seen data integration services or data quality service, whatever. Yeah. This is the first one. Next is what? We can also see secure agent that we all know. So for example, if you create a mapping, if you want to save it, right, it will be saved where? In the repository. Multi-tenant means this particular repository can be used by multiple clients. Remember, yeah, fine. Multi-tenant repository. Yeah. So same metadata will be accessible for multi-tenants or multiple clients. Remember that, right? So that's it. Now, metadata part, we know it. What are services we use, guys? Informatica Cloud Repository Service, but broader term is what? Data Integration Service. That's it. So they're all part of what? Informatica Cloud. Look at here. All of them would be taken care by Informatica Cloud or Informatica in the cloud environment. So that's it. Yeah. So similarly, in case if you want to perform data transfer from local to cloud or cloud to local, can you see here? Secure agent can also be used to perform these activities like local to cloud or cloud to local. That's where we can see what? Business data. Can you see, guys? So which uses what? HTTPS protocol. That's it. Yeah. So now if you want to transfer data from Informatica cloud environment to third party cloud service providers, so that also can be done where we use what? Another agent which will be installed and ready to use at the time of registration itself. We don't do that. This will be taken care by Informatica, but mostly we will not be using it because most of the cases we would be using what? Local secure agent. Clear, guys, to everyone? Yes or no? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
So that's it, guys. Like how this particular architecture is going to work. Yeah. Any questions from anybody on this architecture? I think we started with a simple explanation of high
Uh,
level architecture. Then we got into details. Yes or no? Yeah.
yes, yes.
So any questions from anybody, guys? Yeah.
Okay, so far good actually.
If you have any questions, you can just shoot out now so that we.
Yeah, my side, no, not seen.
Nothing from my side.
Yes. Yeah. No questions, sir. Praveen, Ajit.
Yeah,
Yeah, no
no question.
question.
Fine. Now, let us try to log on to the tool. Right. The first and foremost thing is, so we need to supply the URL. So there is a URL. Can you see here? This is a URL we need to supply. So data mart DM AP means Asia Pacific Informatica Cloud, which is a host name. Then this application name. So this is what we need to supply and press enter. So before we get there, we need to install it. I'll talk about it, how to get it installed on your systems. We'll do that. Yeah. Okay, Praveen and Ajit.
Yeah, yeah,
Fine.
yeah. This one I already installed in my system.
Oh, great. So then it's fine. So, but anyway, in Praveen system also we need to do it.
Yeah,
Yes.
We'll do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Fine. So now can you see here? So these are the multiple microservices. Yes or no? So offered by IICS. Clear, guys? Yes or no?
yeah,
I think there is some services getting loaded. I believe.
What there is a what, Ajit?
Yeah, under that Informatica, so something is loading under my services, right? I don't know whether the screen is getting delay for me. I don't know actually.
Okay, we'll see that, Ajit. Yeah,
yeah,
fine. So out of them, the first thing is what we need to make the agent ready. Once the agent is ready, click on data integration service. Yeah. Now with this, we can start performing data integration operations. Clear? No?
yeah. But in my web page, these all are not reflecting applications.
Okay.
I
So which
mean,
means you have selected wrong link, Ajit.
maybe data
Okay.
integration, administration, monitor,
Uh,
operational insights. These four only showing. Rest of things all are hidden.
so which means you have selected cloud.
Okay,
Ajit,
okay.
I think you would have
Yeah,
selected cloud data integration. Instead, we need to select application integration. Yeah. Anyway, even whatever you install, right, that's also
oh,
more than enough to perform data integration operations. Ajit?
okay, okay. So you installed application integration. Yeah, okay.
Yes, you are right. Yeah. Fine. That is fine, I think. So yours is also fine. Yeah. So now, so let it come up.
So can I install both of in my system? I mean, or can I install any one?
No,
I
no, no,
mean,
no.
is it
Only one.
possible to
Either that or
is it
this.
possible? Okay. I mean, is
One
it
of the
possible
no.
to install both of them?
Yes, that is possible, but we need to change the port numbers. All that should be done. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
okay.
anyway, one is fine because your system will be slow if you have too many agents. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. Now, can you see here, guys, Praveen and Ajit? So this particular agent, which is up and running, yes or no?
Yeah.
Praveen, you can see, right?
Yes, 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 yes. Up and down.
Yeah, perfect. So once it is up and running, right, then we can start performing creation of any data integration activities. First thing, we can go to explore and create a project from the scratch. Yeah. Go to new project and supply any project name. Let us say we are trying to perform quality assurance. So we can give, let's say, save. We just get QA. Then within that project, we can have multiple folders. Let's say extract. Clear, no? So that's it. So this is how, see, once we are done with that, it is created successfully. Once it is created, no, where does it get stored, guys?
The metadata,
ICR,
right?
Informatica Cloud Repository. Yes or no?
Yes,
So
yes,
we
yes, the
talked about
metadata.
architecture, right? So,
Yeah.
Yes,
so in our we have seen Informatica Cloud Repository. Yeah, clear, right?
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yes. Now, once it is done, then within this folder, we can perform any ETL activities. Example, click on new. Yeah, where we can see different types of assets. Asset means specific functionality carried out by data integration here. For example, we can take care of tasks. We can take care of building mappings, maplets, task flows, or components. Each will be treated as what? Asset. Yeah, like a task asset, mappings asset, maplets asset, task flows asset, components asset. Yeah, these are the multiple assets supported by data integration. Clear, no? So let us understand one by one clearly, guys. Wherever you got a doubt, right? Ask question then and there itself, or you can ask question even later on also. So whenever you have question, right, try to shoot out so that I can definitely answer that question. Fine, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fine,
Fine.
fine.
Okay, perfect. Now let us say we need to build a mapping. So we can go to mappings asset and click on mapping and say, can you see here create, which means we are going to create a mapping from the scratch with this particular option. Yes or no, guys?
Yeah.
So that's it. Yeah. So now let us start getting into what we call creation of a mapping from the scratch. Right? Click on create. Clear? So then you can just can you see here? So in this particular mapping workspace, so middle portion is what I call mapping designer or mapping workspace, where we can build the mapping with the source target with a number of transformations, right? And then on the left side, we can see what we can say is a transformation palette or tools palette, where we can see all the transformations like a source target. Source target also we call it as transformation, guys, here. Then aggregator,
Okay,
class, expression, and so on. Yeah, like hierarchy builder, specification, and hierarchy structure parser, and we have web services, we have hierarchy parser, hierarchy builder, and so on, Java transformation, and so on. I'm going to talk each and every transformation with practical examples, guys. So, so you need to concentrate and ask questions wherever you have question. Fine. That is about tools palette. Now, on the right top, you can see red save button. Once you create a mapping, right, you can click on save, and once it is saved, no, if everything is valid, we can run it. If it is a valid, see, it is invalid, right? That is why run is disabled. If it is valid, no, run will be enabled. Clear, no? This is undo, redo of what you call buttons, and this is basically for parameters. This is for validation. Validation means if the mapping is, let's say, has got some problem, you can just click on it, So here you can see like what problems we have here. Like connection is not specified. These kinds of what you call messages can be seen with respect to validation. Clear, no? That's
Yes.
it.
So
And
the tool is
sub toolbar,
more looks like so
you
now
can
so
see
the
what
tool is more looks like the data quality tool, right? IDQ.
exactly. Either Informatica developer client is there, no, in local.
Yes, yes, yes. That's what.
So there
More
also
like
you can
looks like
perform
data.
similar activities.
Uh,
Yeah,
okay, the
it's
profiling
it's good as
analysis and all we are doing it right. The same thing we can do perform
exactly.
here also.
Yes,
Okay.
Informatica developer, we can perform profiling, we can perform quality, we can also perform power center activities also, which means power center
Okay,
transformation
fine.
are also available in Informatica developer. Yes or no? No?
Yes, yes.
So, yeah, so that's a good comparison. So this is similar to Informatica developer. Yeah, fine. So that's it. Yeah. So that toolbar, sub toolbar we have seen, zoom in, zoom out, whatever, right? Cut, delete, copy, paste, whatever, right? So that's it. Yeah. Now in the bottom panel is what you call properties panel. For example, mapping properties. So if you click on mapping workspace, right? So we can see mapping properties. It's a default mapping name. You can see here location. So we specified this project name and also see here QA, and if you specify extract, no, that's a folder. So that's going to be the location. Can you see here where we store this particular mapping? Yes or no? As if you want, we can supply. For example, mapping underscore test, right? So that's it. Yeah. So now, similarly, this is our mapping properties. Similarly, we can have source properties. Can you see source properties? And then target properties. So likewise, for each transformation that we have in the mapping workspace, right? So we can just, let's say, drag and drop hierarchy parser, then hierarchy parser properties. Or if you try to drag and drop, let's say Java transformation, then we could able to say what you call Java transformation properties. So depending upon the type of transformation that we have, that we select in this particular mapping, right, we could able to see corresponding properties over here. So we can say that so bottom panel is going to be the property panel or properties window. Yes or no? Right? So that's it. Now, what each of those properties or how do they work? All of them we are going to see with practical examples in details as we go on. Clear, right? Yes or no? Now,
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
right, in the properties window itself, we have got there are three iconic buttons. One, can you see here? Minimize. If you click on it, see it got minimized. And middle one, restore. It will reset back to the normal. Then other one is what? Maximize. So all properties, right? We can see it in a full window. That's it. So these are the multiple iconic buttons and also properties and also mapping workspace, tools palette and toolbar. All that can be seen when you try to create a mapping from the scratch or if you modify after creation. So these things are same for every mapping, guys. There is nothing different from that. There's one more here if you want to arrange. You know, so let's say we have got a number of transformations which have been kept as part of mapping designer. In that case, if you want to organize them properly, like what we do in Power Center, right? Arrange all. We can also do it here, but this is not uh, as good as we have in Power Center, but it's okay. You know, it's better than what we do it manually, right? Yes, sir. That's it. This is how the tool has been organized, guys. So now it's your turn to ask questions. Yeah?
Actually, so far is I'm just since I opened the IDQ, I got some basic knowledge on this one, the flow, how this one is working actually. So far I feel
Yes,
good
yes, yes.
actually. Yes.
Good.
So the overall
So, but yeah,
architecture, how that is kind of communicating, the metadata, how the data is storing. So everything is fine. So mostly we'll be covering like the data integration part alone here as part of IICS this one. So also we'll cover
No,
that the rest of things as well, right?
yes, I'll cover even application integration as well. Praveen, can you see here application
Okay,
integration and application
okay,
console, then data integration administrator. These are the four things that I'm going to cover. Yeah. So,
okay,
and once you get MDM, right, or IDMC, right, then I'll be covering profiling, quality, all. Plus, there are
okay.
some more services which you can see in the bottom, which we call MDM specific related services like Business 360 console,
Yeah,
Customer
360
console.
and customer
Right?
360.
These
So the
things are
customer
part of
360
MDM.
kind of business 360 is a inbuilt thing, right, within the MDM too. Oh,
Yes. So inbuilt
okay.
service which can be used to perform customer specific data governance operations like create data, modify
Yeah,
data, consume data for
okay,
each of the customer. All of them would be done by
okay,
using customer 360 data governance. Yeah,
okay. So everything is like separate license. It will be like how it will be.
exactly. You are right. You are right. So
Yeah.
which means
Okay.
like, whatever you can see here, what you call enabled ones, right? These things can they're all accessible. Once you subscribe in a different way to avail customer 360 capabilities, right? Then we can get in there.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Supply good. That's
okay, very good. How about Ajit?
Yeah, yeah, it's good, Nirsimha. I understand.
Fine. Okay. I think this is enough. We got a broader picture, right? So we
Yeah,
started with the life cycle, what a life cycle, then understood architecture, then we got into the tool. I think these things we have done it properly, right? So we got into the tool. So from tomorrow onwards, we'll start getting into practical examples with one by one. Yeah. Fine.
sure. Sure, Ashwin.
Okay then. Yeah. Thanks to all guys, and
so,
bye.
Narasimha, is this enough to install data integration? So, is this in my local machine?
No.
Is this enough? Right?
Yeah, that is fine. Yeah, that whatever you have done, right? You have got
Yeah,
data integration,
yeah,
monitor, plus we got two more, right? Administrator. Yes or no? So
yes,
that
yes,
they are more than enough to understand data integration part, Ajit. Okay? Okay, Ajit?
yeah, yeah. Okay,
So we'll be covering the admin level
So yeah,
admin activities also, right, in this session.
yes, I'll cover. Like for
Admin,
example, like if I admin first admin activity is what like how to install agent and configure agent, and second how to
yeah,
set up
yeah, yeah.
organization settings, and third
Okay.
how to install
Fine.
third party certificates. Because we got all admin
Okay.
activities, I'm going to cover create user, create
Okay.
group, all that, right? That also I'm going to cover, Praveen.
Okay. Okay. That's it. Then fine. I am good.
and
Fine?
one more last
Yeah.
doubt, Narasimha. Is this 30 days free trial, right? Is it possible to extend this one, or again I need to
Yeah,
create everything?
yes, we can extend it. How to extend, I'll talk about it. Fine.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
So you'll get a lifetime access. There is no problem at all. Don't worry, Ajit. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
what about tomorrow class timings? So,
Tomorrow you
you
can join
intimate.
morning. So morning is 7 a.m., right? You can join. You can join both the sessions, evening and morning. Ajit.
Yeah, okay. Huh?
So,
For
but
same
in
link.
that batch, there are many people, right? So I think there are 8 or 9 people. But you can
Yeah.
join. Just listen because in that batch I've already covered some topics. Yeah. But if you want, you can just listen so that if you have any questions, kind of thing, right? You can just what do you call prepare those questions, ask those questions in the evening time, or even that batches you can ask. But there are more experienced guys in that batch. Yeah,
Okay.
got
So
right?
morning batch,
Yeah.
so with same link.
Same this link. This I'll just share it to you. I'll send it another half
Yeah.
an hour, 1 hour.
So,
Fine.
how many
Okay.
sessions will we have actually?
It all depends on questions, Praveen. So it will take 20 to 25 hours or 30 hours. If there are more questions, then it will be stretched. So it's not fixed time. Minimum 20 hours it will take, Praveen.
Okay. Fine. So, okay.
Fine, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I have some issues with my laptop. Once I think fix it, I will just get back to you on the installation. Then probably I can get stuff to that one.
Yes. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
set up on your system, Praveen. Yeah.
yeah, sure, sure.
Okay then. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you,
Thanks
Mr.
to all. So we'll meet tomorrow at the same time with the same link.
Okay,
Okay
sure.
then.
Thanks.
Thanks to all and bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye, Praveen.